seriously. The heat is brutal today. It is brutal. Holy cow. I don't know why. There's a store here, let me see, where you can get monogrammed kerchiefs. It's another thing you need to invest in is sweat rags, because you're gonna need it when you walk around. It's just freaking brutal hot today, and I have tons of physical things I need to do. But just walking up and down the stairs in my house make me want to lie down again because it's so effing hot. So hey, guess what? Hello. And whatever time it is, good morning or afternoon, I think it's morning still, from Puerto Vallarta. I woke up and did the coffee, journaling, went and did the Mirador because I got up early enough. I had a funky ass sleep as usual, up at 3 o'clock, was it? 4 o'clock. Couldn't get back to sleep, and but I got up early and got up to the Mirador because it always feels good to do that. Anyway, it was hot. And now I'm back home and I have a ton of things to do, but dang, the heat, let me tell you. Oh my God. Okay, what's my point? Someone asked me what my favorite restaurants are in Puerto Vallarta, and if you didn't know, there's about 1 trillion restaurants. That's like asking what the best restaurant in New York is like, practically, because there's just too many, and there's every kind of restaurant you can imagine in the city. You can get this everything, just like you're in Canada or US, practically, sort of. So I'm gonna just name off a couple that I love, and you can look them up. One, and this is the funniest thing, I've never eaten so much Italian food in my freaking life since I got to Puerto Vallarta, because people I hang out with like Italian restaurants. So one restaurant that I was going to a ton is called Dolce Vita. There's 2 locations that I know of. I think there's 3 actually, but there's one on the Malecon, which is a cool place to catch the sunset. And then there's one on Basilio Badillo, the main drag in Vallarta. You'll know it when you get here, it's also nice because it has a big patio with lights and it's kind of lively and stuff like that. Now, I'm not a huge pasta person. I'm gonna put my shades on, okay? But when I go there, I either like to get a caprese salad, melon and prosciutto, or the New York steak, which they cut up with Parmesan and arugula, which is really good. What else is good? They have specials sometimes. They'll do like a portobello mushroom, someone's writing me, and some prosciutto, and it's like, if they say, or if you like, they do an asparagus and they bake it or whatever, grill it with Parmesan cheese and I think prosciutto on the side. Those are great fucking dishes. If you love pasta, I would get the like 4 or 5 cheese penne, which should be illegal, but it's so fucking good. And I also used to like to eat the arrabbiata, which is like a spicy with pancetta, really good pasta. I don't eat pasta anymore really, but those are the things I would order if I went to Dolce Vita. Now, let's move on. But in my opinion, the best Italian restaurant, now we're doing Italian because we're in Mexico. It's called L'Angolo di Napoli. And this place, it's a funky location. It doesn't have a view at all. It's even kind of on like a main road, but it's kind of got a groovy, like urban vibe, and it gets really packed. So it has good energy. The service is always excellent there. And they actually mill, if I'm not making this up, their own flour. So the bread that they serve is real bread. It's like you're in Italy. And the pizza that they make is the flat crust, thin crust, real, like really good pizza crust. And they have a decent wine list. And yeah, if I went there, I would get one of the pizzas, like a meat pizza, even though I don't generally I try not to eat bread, but their pizza's really good there because it's thin crust. And you could kind of get one per person. They're pretty small pizzas, but I like to do like get a salad, get a burrata salad. Look it up. They do that. Burrata, which is that beautiful smushy mozzarella ball cheese, and then there's tomatoes and olives and all sorts of shit. And it's so good to get one of those and a pizza, bottle of wine, you're good to go. That's the best Italian restaurant in Vallarta as far as I'm concerned. Okay, let's move on. Another place I was going to was Bonito Kitchen, which there's two restaurants that are next to each other. One's like above the other, and it's the same owner. I think she's Canadian. I'll have to look it up. One's called Bonito Kitchen, and it's kind of Korean food, I think. And I love one of their soups. They have a spicy soup that they do because I'm a soupologist. That's like one of the absolute best things on their menu. The bao with pork cheek is really good. I don't know why I'm telling you this. What else do I like to get there? And there's a really good roll that has like tuna and lemons. Look it up. It's really good. If you go to the restaurant up top, and the restaurant itself is super beautiful. Bonito Kitchen has a big backyard, courtyard with plants and flowers and all that stuff. Their restaurant inside is also very clean, modern, beautiful. The service is hit or miss. Some of the staff seems like they're really green, but anyway, it's a great restaurant. I've been there many, many times. And then the one, I think it's called Casita Gardens, which is up above, and they do live music and stuff. And it's this giant place with a couple tiers, really cool looking restaurant. And it's kind of, the theme is weird. It's like wood-fired pizza with a sake bar, sake tasting room. Plus they sell high-end wines. They have like a little shop in there. And don't forget to go say hi to the pig that lives there. There's a baby piglet named Rosie, I think, that they walk around with this pig. I don't know. Just don't stick your hand in its frickin' little area or it will bite you, because I know someone that got bit. So seriously, don't get bit by the pig. But yeah, the food that I liked at that place, they have really good salads, like designer cool salads, like with candied, all on walnuts or whatever, pecans with goat cheese and pears and stuff like that. So check out their salads. Not sure about much else. They also do like a baked brie with like honey and stuff. That's always fun, a little bit of bread on the side. But yeah, those in it. And then, like I said, the space itself is really cool. The chairs are super comfortable, and they'll do live music on certain nights. I think it's on the weekend, Friday, Saturday. I'm not sure. Look it up. But those are a couple places I'd recommend. I have my favorite taco truck, which I've pointed out before, but I don't know how to show you it, so never mind. What else? Other restaurants? There's just so freaking many. There are so many restaurants. Oh yeah, there's I like Serrano's up on the hill. It's a steakhouse. It has a really cool old school Mexico view, but unfortunately they built a giant development that cuts in the middle of their view. But it still has a very interesting and groovy view. So I would skip the one on the Malecon and go to the second location that's up on the hill. I think it's on Pulpito. And you can split a steak and get some salad or whatever. That's what I would eat there. And it's just like it feels like a traditional Mexican restaurant, which it's rare. Even though I don't know if they would say it's a Mexican restaurant. I just recently went to the Happy Lobster, which is kind of in the back 60 of the Cinco de Diciembre, or a little bit further, and it was so fucking expensive. Holy shit. It was really expensive, but it's such a cool space. It reminds me of when I used to live here back 31 years ago or whatever it was. Like, it has this very old school. If you want to get that feeling of what Vallarta used to be like, and that's all that there was, and it's not Italian restaurants, that is a cool restaurant to check out. They have massive platters of seafood and steak, and like they'll bring out like lobsters. And if you want to spend a little bit of dough, because it isn't free for sure. that's a good place to go. Split a platter. My girlfriend took me out there, which was really sweet of her. They had really good wine list. And they have these huge windows that wrap around where they open them wide open, and you know, like a storm was coming that night, so it was like really cool to be in that space with the windows wide open. It's a really groovy view, but you'd have to take like an Uber or something over there. It's off the beaten path, but it's been around forever, I think. So look up the Happy Lobster, but it's the original location, not the one. There's apparently one in the romantic zone, and it's not that one, not the one on the beach. You know, look it up, or I'll try to find something for you so you can find it. Let me think, what else? There's a pho restaurant here if you're dying for soup. I am a soup person, but again, it's the same price as if you're in Vancouver, which to me seems like a freaking crime. If you want like pho, like a basic soup, you know, you're spending $20 or something. It's really expensive to me. But there's tons of Mexican restaurants everywhere. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you, if you're craving health food, there's a place called, what's it called? Superfood. I always forget the freaking name. But if you go back to the open air market in the back 60 of the romantic zone, it's called Salud Superfood. And you can get all these like super healthy, like organic, I think most of their products, are really high quality. So they do zoodle bowls. It's not vegetarian, but you can get vegetarian. They have burritos and bowls, like really good bowls with quinoa and tons of veggies, and then really yummy sauce and meat or whatever you want. Really good food there. And I go with my friend there for lunch sometimes because we're like, let's get our healthy salads on. Oh yeah, I was gonna also say, I'm going on it. I'm on a roll now. If you're dying for Eggs Benedict, if you're a brunch person, you can get that at Lapa Lapa down on the beach. Now, Lapa Lapa is not free, but I mean, if you're on vacation, you're gonna splurge anyways, right? So it's one of the main restaurants on Los Muertos Beach, and I've gone there before for brunch, and their frickin' Eggs Benedict are really good. And if you want to, I think you can go and you can reserve in advance, and it costs a certain amount of money down to put a certain amount down, and you get lounger chairs for your group of friends and have brunch. And they have mimosas, which is really cool. They come with these little jars of different flavored juices, so you can have like a designer mimosa, so like with like grapefruit juice and I don't know, who gives a shit? But they're good and they look pretty. And yeah, seriously, I think probably the best Eggs Benedict I've ever had in my life. And I don't really eat those anymore, but it's really good. If you want to do a little cool morning thing, go there. You know, that's like I'm barely scratching the surface. There's so many. Of course, La Capella is one of the most beautiful restaurants, and it's in this neighborhood. And it's considered probably one of the finest restaurants in the city. La Capella, Hacienda San Angel, and Casa Kimberly are like the very, very high-end places to look at. La Capella is so amazing. The space alone, you're gonna, splurge, but it's for like special occasions or your holiday. So like if you've got a anniversary or birthday, a special birthday or whatever, you just feel like a special meal while you're here in Vallarta. It literally overlooks the Church of Guadalupe. Can you see it in the shot? It's over there. See that? Wait, there? It has like these railings and frescoes and violinists walking around, and it's too beautiful. It's so freaking nice. It's worth visiting, even just for a cocktail. They do have a lounge there, so I would recommend, absolutely. And I don't know why, I've been so lucky. I've been there at least 10 times. I've been invited to dine there several times, so somehow I got lucky. Hacienda San Angel is right across the street, and it's supposed to be one of the really, really good menu, but I've never actually had dinner there. So, but they also have a spectacular view. And if you go to La Capella, the fireworks that go off the pirate ship, which is like right here behind me, happen at around like 8:39. But try to get there before sunset. That's when most people try to get their tables. So then when you sit down and get your first glass of wine, the sun is like, boo, and it's just freaking at photo, central. Photo op central. This is gonna be the most random video ever. What a surprise. Did I show you my monogrammed hanky? You can get your own. So cute. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and then Casa Kimberly is the Elizabeth Taylor Richard Burton's house that's now a restaurant and a lounge and a hotel. I still haven't been there for martini, and I'd like to do that, even though I always feel like dying after I drink martinis. But yeah, that is another option. But I was gonna also say a place that I'd like to go to is Barcelona Tapas, which is up on the hill over this way. It's like you have to take an elevator up to the 8th floor. So go for sunset, make sure you get there before sunset to get that, to see the sunset while you're ordering your meal. And they have a really great tapas menu, really good food, seriously, and an epic wine list. So I highly recommend that place. I think it's fantastic. And if you get lucky, ask for like the corner table so you get the best sunset view. That's just a tiny smidge of some ideas for you because my phone's about to run out. Oops. And there's just too many restaurants. Maybe I'll do part 2 when I think of some other stuff, because there's so many restaurants. I haven't even been to most. I hear people talk about certain restaurants that are supposed to be like some of the best in the city. I haven't even gone to them yet. Oh yeah, and there's also Mi Cafes. If you're a total breakfast diehard, it's like an enclosed brand new restaurant. Not brand new, but it's super clean, modern, really cool. Like it's just a groovy space and AC. If you dig AC, go there. You can't bring any dogs. And they have like fucking epic breakfast there. And I always recommend getting the Mi Cafe breakfast because you get like brioche French toast, bacon, scrambled eggs, a thing full of yogurt and beautiful sliced like star fruit and all this. It's just like, and it's almost free. It's really good price for what you get. I'd get espresso over their drip coffee. Their drip coffee's disgusting, but I see people drinking it. But I always get, if I go there, I haven't been there for like a year maybe, I get an espresso instead. That's the dealio. Send me in any of your questions if you have specific types of food that you like. There's just too many. There's too many. I can't even, those are just a few of the ones that I've gone to a lot. There's Pepe's in Cinco for Pastor, but that whole area has Pastor tacos. They're everywhere. Actually, Sonorita, I like going there for, they do a baked potato with arrachera and melted cheese, and then you get fresh chopped raw onion and cilantro and all these salsas. I love going there for that. Plus, they have actually a really good breakfast menu. Anyway, if you've watched this far, I know I need to fill in my raccoon eyes. Thank you for watching. Thanks for your love and support. Thanks for subscribing if you have, and if you haven't, consider doing it. It's absolutely free, and it helps this channel out. That's what my favorite tarot card readers always say, so I'm going to say it now too. And like, share, subscribe. What else? I still haven't decided when I'm doing this frickin' live, but I think very, 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 very soon. And you have yourself a beautiful day. Thanks again for listening, my rambling baloney, and sending you lots of love and light, hopefully. Adios. Anyways, my friend just sent me an amazing message. Just totally made me cry because she's so beautiful. Reads tarot cards, and she's freaking. Actually, I just thought about how I met her. I don't know if I know I told this story before, but it was so amazing. My other friend a couple years ago called me, was like, I want to see a tarot card reader, and I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. So we went. I started calling people. Do you know anyone that reads tarot cards? No one knew. where to go, and or people were too busy or whatever the fuck. And thanks, Mary, you're so fucking sweet, it's ridiculous. Thank you for that message. I'm putting this in the video, I don't give a shit. Anyway, excuse me. So we just started, my friend and I started walking the streets of Vallarta, like randomly. You guys! Shh. They just started barking for no reason, it seems, just for fun. You guys! Look at these little brats. Come! Hill of the Cross. There's a cross up there. So we started walking the streets of Vallarta, and I love this story because we are literally just going kind of towards the ocean at a point, and I grabbed her by the arm and went, let's go in here. And we pulled her into this sort of courtyard. I think it's called Romy's Market or something. It's a courtyard with a cluster of stores and restaurants inside, like shoe store, da-da-da. I'd never even been in there before, I don't think. But we go walking in, and halfway through this market, my head kind of just snaps and I see like a blonde woman. And we keep going and go to my friend, I go, wait, I'm just going to ask her if she knows of anything. For real, this is what fucking happened. I keep swearing too much. And I go into this restaurant, there's this gorgeous tall blonde woman, like blonde as can be. I go, excuse me, do you know anyone that reads tarot cards? Well, guess what? She is a tarot card reader. So she literally set up a little table, pulled out all these tarot card decks with it was a little restaurant that she was running at the time. And she pulled out crystals and this, like a blanket to cover a tablecloth and crystals and tarot, and she gave us both fuck, I love life. And that sort of stuff happens all the time in my life. It's wonderful. So anyway, I'll put a link down below of how to find Mary, because she's a really, really talented tarot card reader and a beautiful soul, and she's a Scorpio and she's hot. Just saying. I think she's from California originally, but she's toughing out the low season here with me. We're sweating as a team together, because she's here full time too. But anyway, whoops. That's the story. I come here when I do. I've been getting up early enough that I can do the Mirador because it's just too freaking odd. And I bring the dogs, so as you can imagine, they don't really want to do it either. But there's flies. But yeah, I'm gonna go down the backside again and show you where the hell it is. But that's not why. I just want to describe how I come to this spot here and do my gratitude practice, which is such a beautiful thing, because you can actually say thank you for the things you don't have yet and call them into your experience, like billions of dollars, whatever you want, love, peace, and think whatever's out there for all the good shit in your life. And that's what I do, and it always feels really beautiful to come up here and do that. So that's my story. I've got a whole bunch of stuff on my to-do list today. And that's what I'm going to try to do, a little bit of my to-do list. What are you guys going to do today? Have you cried yet today? Has the solar eclipse fucked you up? And the full moon? Anyway, okay. Talk to you later. Peace out. Look, what do you want what are you going to do with your life? What are you going to do with your lives? Is that it? Huh? Okay, let's go. It's an overcast day. Everybody, let's party. Feet. Gotta get my Feet Fighter account going. So that's the top of the Mirador. I do the stairs, then I'll go to the top here, look out at the Banderas Bay. Then I go back here at the back and say my gratitude practice. That's the truth. Oh, here's another dog. Let's see what happens. But this is how you get... Hola. Hopefully the copyright world won't frickin' cut me off again. So you come down here. See? There's the stairs and then you come in the back. Go down this way. You can come up this way too, but let's go. And there's a path that goes, excuse me. Uh-oh, the pink flowers are here still. Look at how pretty those are. Oh, and this dog. Hey guys, how are you? Don't bark at me. You look nice. You're a nice little doggy, okay? Trapped up here. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Oh my goodness. See how pretty it is? I woke up kind of, I don't know if you guys have this, but I'm either, oh, hello. I don't know, I've just been waking up with anxiety or I just feel plain scared. I don't know what it is. So then I have to do my morning practices to try to unfuck myself. And that's usually, I do journaling. I try to exercise, walking or hiking or something, just get moving. And try to remember to stay in the here and now. I don't know if you've heard of A Course in Miracles. I don't know. I seriously was raised with zero religion. Like, I'm not Christian, Catholic, nothing. No Buddhism, nothing. No spirituality. Not a single shred of hope for a troubled human being. So my spiritual practice came to me in like interesting little bits and bobs, and I'm grateful for it. So like I literally didn't even know what gratitude was for a really long time. There's the donkey in it to show you, or the horsey horse. Good morning. How you doing? Beautiful. See you around. But yeah, I don't know if it's the frickin' eclipse and the full moon or that I'm going through something I'm not going to talk about, or that I'm going to get my period in a couple days. I know you don't want to know about this, but yeah, I don't know if anyone there suffers from anxiety, depression, because I've been feeling kind of both a little bit lately. So yeah, I got to keep moving, try to journal, go and say thanks for what's working and what I do have, which is a lot. I love this green. Look at the green. Seriously. Look at green things. You'll feel better. And little yellow flowers. Hello, guys. You know how they say talking to plants makes them happy. Oh my God, by the way, look up Veda Austin. She is such an incredible person. She's doing this work. I discovered her through Pam Gregory, who's an astrologer that I love. And she photographs water. She talks to water. Don't think I'm a weirdo. Look her up. Her work is so amazing. And she actually can ask the water questions and it will give her back answers. It sounds weird, but look into it. She's hyper articulate. Uh-oh. We're back. Good morning. Okay, we're going. Okay. Just saying, when you come to Vallarta, if you come down this path, or anywhere, in general, seriously, oh, that cute dog at the gate is there again. That was squishing his nose through. The dogs might bark at you because that's their job, is to protect their homes. They're not violent, though, or aggressive, generally. I mean, if they're really aggressive, they'll never be let out of their cages. Okay, let's go. Buenos días.
Buenos días, amigo.
Buenos días. Bien, you usted?
Oh.
That looks fun. our lives in Vallarta, you have to carry things upstairs. Like yesterday, I was at Costco. See the cutie behind me? You're here! Hi, darling. Oh, see what I said? They're like, fuck off, get out of here. But yeah, seriously, I walk around and encounter dogs all day long. I'm going all over the place, like all sorts of different breeds. Huskies, pit bulls, little dog, this dog. And these dudes are usually off leash, excuse me, and nothing happens. They might bark for 2 seconds at first, and then they just sniff and go, hey, bye, and keep going. So seriously, don't worry about the dogs here. It's a pretty beautiful situation. It's just a happy dog place. And there's tons of dogs, so that's my experience. Excuse me. But yeah, I did go to Costco yesterday. I'm so glad you're coming along with me on my Costco run. But I had everything I bought was heavy. Bag of dog food, a big flat of heavy mineral waters, wine, don't tell anyone, and what else? There's, you know, a giant thing of toilet paper. And when I got a taxi home and put all this crap at the bottom of the 3 trillion stairs I have to go up, I mean, and I asked the universe, seriously, can you please just send a couple people to help me carry this shit up the stairs? This dude that lives next to me comes out right on my first trip up with the wine. And he's like, oh, I'll help you with that. And he was going down the stairs to meet a friend. They both carried 2 things up. The dog food, the heaviest thing, and the toilet paper. And it was done. So, hallelujah. Just saying. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. But yeah, anyway, anyone else getting shit kicked by the solar eclipse or the full moon? Do you believe in shit like that? I'm feeling better already. See, sometimes you just need to talk to a camera and everything will be fine. Yeah, that's the story. Let's try to stay feeling good. There's that house again behind me. Oh, I can feel the rain's finally coming. Maybe it'll be a rain day. We haven't had rain for like at least 4 days, so it's due. It's due. And Toby's back. If you do the Mirador and you come out down the backside, you're gonna see Toby. Good morning, Toby. I guess that's it. Have a beautiful day. Mwah! Toby! Toby! That's Toby. I love these planters. I want to see if that pit bull's jumping up and down. It's too funny. Okay. So this is the road, street. You want to go up, if you want to go up the backside. I used to go up and down both ways this way. You have to go up to where the building ends, and then there's a little staircase that you wind up. Maybe I'll show that another time. Or you go down to the hills, cross the road that goes up there. I'm not describing it very well. And that's how you get there. Okay, bye. My favorite abarrote is this one. Right by the path, the road that goes down to the Hill of the Cross. This is the one. Look for this tree.